Patterson University. This is the Hip Hop Shop, 88.7 FM. You're rocking right now with DJ Nick Visco and Justin McHugh. And just before you heard my Charlemagne the God interview, I hope my customers enjoyed. But right now we have a live studio interview right now with my man Steven.
Hey, what up, man?
What's going on, homie? It's a pleasure to have you on the shop.
Thank you for having me, man. Appreciate it.
Anytime. So how was your ride over here, man? I know you're from Long Island or New York?
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, my bad.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, the ride over here was all right. You know, it was with my boy just blasting music and stuff like that. We got over here, it was a little confusing.
Everyone has an issue getting to Hobart Hall, man. You're not the only one.
Yeah, we saw the deer too and all that. We was like, nah. I was like, I'm not. He was calling them over, and I was like, nah.
They're just deer, bro. They're not gonna bite you.
Yeah, he told me that after, but I would trust it. I seen a movie. I remember a movie with Ice Cube, and the deer attacked.
Oh, that's right.
The dude, I was like, nah. I was like, they're attacking dudes. I'm not. Nah.
Well, if you ever see a deer out there with the antlers, the bucks, then you run. The does are all right, you know.
Oh, okay.
Coming from a suburban guy like myself.
If there's always a pack of does, there's always a buck around somewhere because they're always watching. Because the problem with deer is like it's not that they're attacked, it's just they're dumb. Yeah. So they'll run anywhere. Like they won't, because when you drive up and your lights blind them, so then they just scatter. They don't know where to go. So half the time they run in front of your car. Yeah. That's the problem with deer, but they don't attack you. It's just like you said, it's just the bucks. So if you mess with the deer and you see a buck come out,
then you run.
It's a wrap.
That's when you run.
It's GG after that.
Yeah. But welcome to the Hip Hop Shop, man. We have a lot to talk about. First and foremost, I want to get to know you personally. Explain your upbringing and how it had an effect on who you are today.
Well, growing up, I was raised with my grandmother in Gowanus, in Brooklyn, and I was also raised by my aunt, who didn't at the time live too far from where I'm at now. So I guess I would say I was around like women a lot, but that whole upbringing of like the projects and just that old school like Brooklyn like gritty feel, and being around my brother, and he was in a rap group at the time, and you know they were doing a lot of big things, so music was like a constant thing that was just in my life. Like no matter what, if it wasn't me hearing them rap or what they was doing, I was watching music videos like BET and all that, Jada Kiss, Fab, like all the old Brooklyn heads that were really popping at that time. I was just really onto that, and from that point I was just really into the music, man, and I was just like, yo, this is like, it stuck with me, you know, something that comes and it just sticks with you, and that was one of those things.
Being raised by a woman, how had that affect your art and how you approach a record?
Are
there certain things that you were ever hesitant about talking about, considering that you do have a special bond with women? Because me personally, I was raised by a single mother myself.
Yeah.
So certain things are often touchy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, well, with my grandmother, she was very, she like I said, she grew up in that, like, she was around that project environment, very hard, very gritty. So it's like, she wasn't no softer on us or anything, me and my brother, anything like that. And then
so you got the occasional beating,
you know,
to keep you in check. It's always good to have one of those.
Yeah, those old school Spanish women, man. It was just that's regular. So she played no games, and I remember one time I broke something of hers and I hid, and she found out, and then it was a wrap.
What did you break, man?
It was like a little, I don't know, old Spanish women, they always have those little antiques laying around, this and that. So it was like an old little plate, and
playing frisbee with it.
I don't remember exactly what I was doing, but I know it dropped and it cracked, and she was in the shower, and I said, nah. And me and my brother tried to put it back and put it in place, but she found out, and she was like, what is this? But then she used like some gray tape, I forgot what it's called, and she fixed it back together. Wow. She always fixed it with that tape.
So she fixed it and then beat you, or did she beat you then fix it?
No, yeah, she beat me then fixed it. She fixed it, you know?
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Now, with your music, man, what inspired you to go after your dreams? But actually, before you answer that, at what age did you decide to make that leap into music?
Well, at about 8 years old, I want to say, I was doing poetry. The like simple, I'm cool, I'm great, I feel well all the time, like simple stuff.
Yeah.
And then after that, like 3rd grade, my teacher, she put it in my poems got published in a book like 3 years in a row.
Wow.
And
from school, or did you submit them?
elementary school, and she was submitting them.
Wow.
And then after that, I kept getting more into poetry, and Wale became a big influence because the spoken word part of it, and I was doing a lot of spoken word. And then it came a time where it was only poetry, and then this guy right here, he told me, like, he heard my poems and he was rapping at the time.
Shout him out.
Yeah, Justified right here, Justin, man, my guy. But he told me, he heard my poems. I would share with him all the time, and he was like, dude, why don't you turn this into rapping? Why don't you do songs and this and that? He was like, yo, come to my crib later, like, let's do something. We made our first song. A lot of people liked it. My voice sounded way different back then, but yeah, from that point on, it was just, I just started rapping, and I grew like a passion to rap. And I was doing poetry and rap, like spoken word and rap. And then I was including it in the spoken word in my music. I would finish the song, then end it with like a spoken word.
Wow.
Or like start it with spoken word and go into the song.
Do you feel that the spoken word helped with your flow and going over a track? Because that's all a cappella.
Yeah.
Do you think that had an impact on the way that you rap today?
I think partly, but with spoken word, I honestly do have a little more fun with spoken word just because there is no beat.
Yeah.
So it's like you kind of follow your own, rhythm or whatever it is. And, there's more things you could kind of throw in there and say it certain ways that, like with rap, you got to kind of break down the syllables. You got to take this out, take that out. And then, it's... So
there's more freedom in spoken word than it is rapping for you.
Yeah, I feel like. So, yeah.
So... what inspired you to write poetry in the beginning? Any specific circumstances early on that made you want to write your feelings down?
Yeah, definitely. I'm a person who, I feel like I've grown out of it a little, but I'm a person who definitely is one to hold things in. I know a lot of us probably are.
Absolutely.
And I wasn't talking about anything, straight face or whatever it is. I was only cool with who I was cool with, and I didn't talk about much. But one day, like after doing that poetry, I just tried jotting down like more things that I was going through or that was in my head, and I put them into poems, and I kind of kept them to myself. And then for that reason, I kept doing that because I felt like that was the only way for me to let out things that I couldn't let out, or that I feel I couldn't let out with other people, or whether they were my close friends or anything. I was like, I just don't feel, growing up, it was like if you do like let out your feelings or tell people your feelings, or you're kind of upset about this and that, you look soft or something, growing up around that, you look soft. It's like, hold it in, like don't show that this, don't show that,
even when that's not usually the best way to handle things either.
Exactly.
It all comes out eventually,
Not at all. It's not the best way to handle things, because I've seen what it's done to people, personal close friends of mine and this and that. I've seen what it's done, and I learned. And there was a post by Fab, and he was like, this generation thinks it's not cool to care, and thinks it's not cool to express their feelings, and something like that.
What do you think happened with that, man? As far as like people saying that it's soft to express yourself and show love towards other people, like why is that a soft thing, you think, in today's day and age?
I don't know. I feel like, rap is very competitive, and in this game, it's like it's all or nothing. It's you. It's like nobody got you. Like you only have yourself.
Yeah.
And I feel like, that's true in certain cases, but a lot of the times, there's people who do have you. You just might have the wrong people in your life. But I think, I shout out my people all the time. Like I share, stuff with my peoples all the time. It's showing love. Like, you're not gonna get no bad karma from it. Like I shout out like my boys Petro, Julian, Rich Noise, this dude, like I shout out my peoples, man. And I think it's all love. It's like, share that love, man. It's great music. We all making music and trying to get somewhere. So get somewhere.
You get what you put out there. That's
Exactly.
how I see, the more love you spread, the more you'll get back in your life.
Yeah.
That's just the absolute truth about how that works. But when it comes to competition, though, do you often try to keep in your own lane, or do you find yourself, competing with anybody else outside of what you're doing right now?
I feel like there's times when I am competing with others, but most of the time I feel like I'm competing with myself, not to sound cocky, but because...
That's how it should be.
Yeah, but also because you're always trying to figure how to get better, and you're always trying to be better than the last thing like you did, the last song you did, the last video you made, the last whatever it was. You're always trying to be better than that. So you're always competing with yourself. There might be come people over here that try to, sneak this or whatever it is, and it's like, I bet, like, let me handle that real quick.
Yeah.
And then I'm coming back to myself, But, I feel like I'm always, and I have a lot of good artists surrounding me. So it's like, man, he did that good. Like, that was dope. And you almost get kind of like jealous, like, man, I wish I did that. But
yeah. Well, that's natural though.
Yeah. So it's like they help you. Also, when you have that around you, they help you just want to be better and even compete more with yourself.
Talk about the people around you, man. How do they have a positive impact on you right now when you pursuing your dreams?
The people around me, they motivate me more than I do myself, to be honest. And not a lot of people are even lucky to have that. So I appreciate that. It's a beautiful thing. Because just the other day I was talking to my homegirl, and I was like, yo, sometimes I don't think this is like even for me. But then I look at it and I'm like, what else do I have, like, or what else do I do? It's like, and I always come back to this, to rap, to music. So, and she's like, don't give up. She's like, I'm gonna be on you, and make you, I'm gonna push you and make sure you don't give up, because I see you as something special. Like, I have people tell me, yo, you're something special, you're different, you make me like feel like music again, or you like all these great things. And I'm like, whoa, like I'll be shocked, like, because you don't realize how special you are, but there's people, you don't realize the people who look at you like, yo, that dude is like,
right,
you don't realize that.
Yeah, it's crazy because like it's so often that we're our worst critics, you know. We're the biggest bullies to ourselves. That's why it's always good to have people around, cheering you on and telling you, yo, you're actually good. Don't stop with it, because if you didn't have those people, your inner critic would tear you down.
Yeah.
Has there ever been like situations where, whether it's people around you or yourself, where you like been pushed to the brink, like, I don't want to do this anymore, I don't want to do poetry, I don't want to rap? Like, have you ran into that circumstance yet?
Too many times. Like, I got my wisdom teeth, 2 of my wisdom teeth removed a couple weeks ago. Isn't
that recovery terrible? I had all 4 taken out at once. It was horrible.
One of my boy, his name is Nick too, and he got both all 4 taken out, and I was like, dude, are you crazy? He's like, nah, I wanted to go through it once.
That was my mentality too, man.
I was like, nah, because you have the galls in this mouth and you got to eat on one side. Imagine both sides. I was like, no.
Yeah, it wasn't fun.
But yeah, I was, I had gotten my wisdom teeth removed, 2 of them, and that whole time, I was recovering. I couldn't do much or whatever, and I was just in a little slump, which I have been a few times, but I was just thinking, for this time, for real, it was like, for real, like, yo, I don't even think I want to do this no more. And the people I'm around, I was like, I'm wasting their time, I'm wasting my own time. But then it's like I don't want to do it. Like, I think I'm really done this time. But then again, you look at it again and you're just like, but what else would I do? I always come back to this.
Do you have any idea what you would do if it wasn't rap?
I'm very into fashion.
Okay.
And I'm working on clothing right now. Got some stuff releasing later in the winter, but that's probably the next route I would go. But
so it would have to be creative in some way, shape, or form.
I can't do the regular
9
to 5, man. I hate it. I can't. I worked in Burger King for 2 years. Horrible night shift, closing, this and that. The hours just crazy. I can't.
Are you still there now?
No. I got out there when I could. I'm working at a laundromat now.
Okay.
And I do deliveries. It's a lot better. Just, I drive around, pick up clothes, drop it off, and stuff like that.
How do you juggle your jobs on the side along with your music?
It was more of a challenge when I was in school and I was going to LaGuardia in Queens. I'm most likely going back, but it was doing that, working and trying to fit in music, horrible. It wasn't happening. Like, part of me was like, yo, if you really want to do this music, you gotta stop something.
Yeah.
But I see people who are able to do it, but I just wasn't. And I think it was the travels around and stuff like that was too much. I had night classes. I was getting home at like midnight to 1 in the morning from school. It was too much, but it's better now with work and music to kind of juggle. But then, you know, life still happens.
Yeah.
So life happens, and then it might, whatever happens, push you back. So now you gotta get back on that horse and try to do it again. So
With your music right now, are you finding any profit in hopefully maybe getting rid of one of those jobs and focusing even more on the music? How's that going for you right now?
Yeah, hopefully very soon. Actually, I'm figuring that out. It's a process right now.
Yeah.
But hopefully very soon. Actually, I'll be, you know, trying to make maybe some money off of my music. Not too crazy, cause you know I'm still up and coming. I'm like $5 a tape.
It's all a process,
yeah,
man. It's all a process.
So, hopefully very soon. Cause I can't do regular 9 to 5, whatever.
Right. Now, your album Expected, I actually texted you last night about it.
Mhm.
I don't usually do that, but
Yeah.
I really enjoyed the project. It was very fluent. I was able to follow through with it very nicely.
Yeah.
I didn't really find a need to skip through anything, and that's always a good
Appreciate it,
sign when
yeah.
listening through a
That's-
project, you
that's
know?
love, man. Appreciate that.
Now, I want to talk about the title, Expected. What is...
Unexpected.
Unexpected,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
No, it's
Unexpected.
all right. Yeah, it's alright.
What was unexpected? Why that title?
Well, I was going through, like, this mixtape took a process of about almost 3 years to even put together. I wasn't even gonna put it out, but friends of mine was like, "Yo, just put out your tape already. Like, what are you waiting on?" And I was just like, "All right, nah, I'm gonna work on the tape." So, and I had songs lined up already, but the name comes from, I wanted to be a basketball player. I wanted to be in the NBA. That was my dream.
Mm-hmm.
I obviously don't have like the greatest height for it or whatever, but I was going hard for basketball. And then I had a situation where I made varsity, I believe in 11th grade, and I was playing ball in middle school, high school, but I made the team. The year before I didn't make it, and then that year I made it, and then I had a situation with my heart, and I was rushed to the hospital a few different times.
Are you all good now?
I'm good. I have a heart condition, but I'm good. But that situation took me out, kind of like. So they.
God bless, man.
Yeah, appreciate it. But the doctors and stuff like that, I was going to private doctors and this and that, and I was doing so many different tests, in and out of hospitals, rushed to the hospital, but they told me like I can't. They told me they didn't want me playing ball or any type of serious activity for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to stop, and it like killed me. So it brought me back to the poetry and the music even more. And so that whole situation itself, I wanted to play ball. Ended up rapping. That's unexpected. I didn't expect that to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I ended up getting a heart condition. Didn't expect that. That was unexpected. Didn't know that would happen. I had multiple people in my life who passed away in different occasions, and that was unexpected.
Yeah.
Didn't know that would happen. There was a lot of things going on, like, and that put me in a dark place that were just unexpected, and I didn't expect it to happen. And literally, that's where the name comes from. Like, cause I kept saying, "Yo, I didn't expect this, man. No, who expects this to happen?
Right.
Who expects this to happen?" So that's where it comes from. Just all these things happening and not even knowing.
Isn't it crazy how crazy the universe works sometimes, man?
Yeah.
Just completely spins things all around and does a 180 on your life.
Yep. It's crazy. It's really crazy. It's sick, actually.
On this project, I noticed that it was definitely a very long process in figuring out the content you wanted to put in the record.
Yeah.
Talk about the skits in the project and how that relates to the rest of the project.
The skits, man, that was fun. I did that literally the day before dropping my tape.
Mm-hmm.
And
Was that a last minute decision?
yeah, very last minute decision. I felt like it was done. I finished recording my last song, and I was with my boy Julian, and we were listening, and he was like, "Yo, what you think?" I was like, "Yo, dope," but I was like, I feel like it's missing something. I feel like something needs to be added. So that's where I came up with the skits, and I did the first skit, which is called the "What Do You Want" skit, and it's me talking to myself. It's like, what do you want? Like, what do you want in life? Do you want this music? Do you want to try to do ball again? Do you want to do something else? What do you want? Do you want money? Do you want clothes, material? Do you want this? Do you want that? What do you really want? And then it's that voice in the background that's like, man, he know what he want. He want them girls. He want this rap money, right? He want the girls, the cars. He want this. He want that.
Get the devil on your shoulder.
Yeah, and I got it. I also got it from J. Cole when he did it with Kendrick Lamar, Forbidden Fruit.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, this that platinum. He used that voice or whatever. So I thought of that voice, and that's what it was. It was that person talking to me. And at the end of the skit, you hear, I was like, what do you want? And he's like, I don't know. And then you hear the like little devil on your shoulder. You hear him say it too in the back, really quiet, like, I don't know.
I didn't catch that.
Yeah, like you gotta like listen. Like I should have raised it a little, but you gotta like listen. He's the one who says like he's the one who says it. Like I don't know. Like even the devil part agrees. Like, yo, this is crazy.
Coming from you, what do you want?
I want to help my people around me, my family, who's been through craziness, both on my pop side and my mom's side. I want to help my boys around me. I just see some people struggle around me. I'm just like it kills me inside. I'm just that type of person who's gone through it, but like I see people around me going through stuff, and I'm just like, yo, I don't want you to struggle with that. I don't want you to struggle with that. And I feel like sometimes I'm gonna be that guy to kind of help, because that pushes me sometimes.
Right.
It's that thing that's like, I want to take care of my cousins, my family, my friends. Like, I do it. I want to change people's lives. I want to affect people's lives. That's why my music is not the typical, like, I don't know, I'm not trapping or this and that. Is that trap music, this and that? You know, I try to put out a message in anything I do. Even when I get on like a trap beat or something, if I'm doing it. So I just try to put out a message. I want to, affect people's lives, help people around me, and make some type of difference in this crazy world, man.
You need to, man. There's a lot going on right now, and music is the only outlet for a lot of people to get that positive message. So guys like you in the game is definitely what the people need right now. Speaking of which, I noticed a lot of influences in your record, more from modern rappers today, such as Drake, J. Cole. Could you name some more influences?
Yes. J. Cole's like, everybody who know me, they know that's number one guy right there.
Why do you love J. Cole so much?
He's when I look at it, at the time I was really into music. I heard him when he first came out, his first mixtapes, man, and I was listening to him, and he was really speaking to me. Like, for what I was going through, every word he said in like about every song, like, was like, what? I'm dealing with this now. Or like, what? That makes so much sense. Or like, and a lot of things he was saying, that wordplay and cleverness or some stuff he was doing, I was understanding it. And he just affected me crazy. And he wanted to play ball.
Yeah.
He wanted to be in the NBA. I wanted to be in the NBA. He went to school in Queens. I went to school in Queens. Just that.
He's that light of hope for you.
Yeah, that's my guy, man. Like, if I go crazy when I see him at a show or something. I was fortunate enough to see him a couple times, but that day I meet him, man, I don't even know what I'm gonna do. But J. Cole, definitely number one, man. Kendrick, Logic, Wale.
I love Logic.
Yeah, Wale, Drake. Yeah, those are probably like the main guys. Chance the Rapper. Shouts out to him.
Shout out to Chance.
Killing, man. Yeah, those probably the main guys. Man.
A lot of conscious rappers. It really makes sense given your sound and your subject matter with your music, man.
Yeah.
So what's after this?
I've been quiet, I guess, music-wise. I've been doing like a good amount of features.
When did this tape drop, by the way?
This tape dropped last year.
Last year,
January
okay.
9th or 10th, I believe.
Alright, so it's over a year now.
Yeah. So, but after this, I plan to do like a little trilogy of like Unexpected. I want to do I did the first one. I want to do 3 at least.
3 of them. So you have that much content that you could put to this subject.
Yeah, I definitely. But I'm kind of steering away from it for a certain amount of time. But I know what my first album is gonna be like. I have it in my mind. But I definitely want to do Unexpected. I did 1. I want to do 2, and I want to do 3. And then yeah.
So 2 and 3 will take off exactly where 1 left off.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Right now though, I did a lot of features recently.
Talk about some of those.
Still doing it. I did a feature with on Dope Q's mixtape. My boy Dope Q. Shouts out to him. I did some songs on Just Royalty album. That's my family right there. I'm always with them, man. I've been doing like some behind the scenes tracks with my other team, Bebo, like Julian Petro and stuff like that. I have like a lot of hidden tracks, like tracks behind the scenes that I have not released, and people tell me, "Yo, release that." I'm like, nah.
What are you waiting on?
I don't know. I guess I'm one of those artists who's like, if it don't feel right, you know, if it's not like, I can't just release. I can't just like do that all the time. I feel like I get watered down.
Yeah.
You know.
But the problem with sitting on records though is, don't you fear that it's going to become obsolete to what you're talking about in the future?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I have to feel it. Like even now, like I feel like people tell me, "Yo, are you putting out a tape? When's your next project? You doing all these features? I want to hear you.
Right.
I want to hear you." Like,
could you blame them?
Nah, I appreciate it. That's love, man. I appreciate it heavy.
Absolutely.
But I'm just like taking my time, man. I recently did one song that I've been working on almost 2 years.
Wow.
Literally. Some of the songs on Unexpected were me working on them for like a year or 2 years. It's crazy.
You're
like
very meticulous.
Yeah.
That's both a curse and a gift.
Exactly. And I say that on one of my songs too. It's like gift and a curse. Like, but I don't know. I have to feel it's right. I can't just release. And when I release, it's gonna be something, you know.
So let's hop into the music right now. We talked a bit about the project. We'll come back after the music break and chop it up some more. I still have some more questions about certain songs on the album, but for now, we're gonna hop into it. Justin, tell the customers what they're gonna hear first.
First up, we got Adversity. This is the first one I threw on. No particular reason why, but you want to tell us about Adversity before we play it?
Adversity wasn't on Unexpected at all, but this is a track I did probably a couple days, not too long after Unexpected dropped, and it was a reflection on after my birthday. Like I turned 22, and it's just reflecting on like I'm growing up. I'm 22 now. I'm not even 21. I'm 22 now.
Right.
So it's like, where do you, like, it's me talking to myself. Like, you're growing up now. So like, where do you think, you know, you're gonna be? Like, what are you doing? What are the things I'm seeing? The things I'm seeing, the thing that's going on. So just reflection in a way, because I turned 22.
All right. Sounds good. So once again, just a friendly reminder, you're listening to Brave New Radio, and we are the #1 college radio station in the nation. We'll be making sure to keep reminding you about that over the next 30 minutes. But once again, this is Adversity by Steven. Keep it locked here. It's the Hip Hop Shop.
Appreciate it.
Good stuff, man.
Love. Thank you. My face is hot.
WP 88.7 FM, Brave New Radio. This is the Hip Hop Shop. You're rocking right now with DJ Nick Visco and Justin McHugh. And you just heard Adversity by my man Steven over here.
Hey, thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Great track, bro. Listen, one thing I should have asked you at the very beginning of the interview, why just Steven? I had your last name in the vault before. Your text like, no, take that away. Make it just Steven.
Yeah.
Why just Steven?
I went through numerous rap names, like crazy.
Care to share?
My first rap name was...
Basically.
Nah, it wasn't. Wait. My first rap name was, I think, Lil Steve.
Steve.
And then...
How old were you at the time?
Probably like 12.
That makes sense.
All right.
I was writing
It makes sense.
You got a pass there, Lil Steve.
Yeah. And I was hearing Lil Bow Wow, Lil Wayne, Lil this, Lil that. So I was like, all right, Lil Steve.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that I was like, nah. Then my rap name was Agony. And then I was like, because the reflection.
That's some hardcore
Some
backpack
depressing,
rapper.
yeah.
Yeah.
Some
Like,
mad depressing.
some grimy rapper stuff right there.
Like that. I was like, yeah, because it means pain, and all that. And I was like, man, that sounds kind of corny though too. And then I was baller because I was playing ball at the time too still. So I was baller, and then I was like,
Well,
nah.
I think you're good with Steven.
Yeah.
I think you're good with Steven.
Exactly. Thank you.
Taking it back to the Unexpected album, I want to talk about your track "Get Away,"
Okay.
the remix of Kehlani's record.
Yeah.
That was on her first album, correct?
Yeah. You should be here. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that record.
She considers it a mixtape.
Yeah, well, that's the trend now.
Yeah.
Everything's a mixtape. But "Get Away" is one of my favorite Kehlani songs. And when I first heard it, when I first saw it, I'm like, oh my god, this guy is Kehlani on the track. And I'm listening to it, all right, say I recorded, verse from Kehlani. But what made you want to go with that one?
I was in my house alone, like in the afternoon, and I heard the beat, and I was like, nah. I was like, yo, this dude is crazy. And I heard G-Eazy on it, and I heard D Pride get on it. I don't know if y'all heard him. He's from Toronto though.
Oh, D Pride, yeah.
Yeah, he's Pride now.
Yeah. I used to listen to him a lot back.
Yeah,
in the
me
day.
too. Like I used to it a lot in the back of the days. I don't really listen to him too much now.
Same.
But I mean, all love to him. But I heard them on it, and I was like, yo, like this track is dope. Let me find an instrumental, see if it got the hook. So I found it, and I was like, yo, I want to do this. And I literally wrote my verse in maybe 15 minutes, and I just came up with that first line. Give me that girl, man. I see it. I want it. I didn't really see the picture, but she commented on it, and I was like, okay, that's dope. That's dope. Let's
keep on going.
Yeah, and I felt it, and I kept going, and then I spit it to myself when I had it, and then I heard her. Then I heard her voice come in when my part ended, and I was like, ooh. I was like, yo, this joint is dope.
It fit, man.
Yeah,
It
so
fit.
I did that, man. I did that, and a lot of people. I actually got a lot of attention from that track, and that track, kind of, had people listening to me more.
Mm-hmm.
It was reposted a lot. It was on the Explore page a lot. People would hit me up like crazy, sharing it, posting it. I was like, yo, this is crazy love. And then I had a lot of people tag Kehlani and try to get her to listen to it at least. But come to find out, she ended up reposting it.
Wow, without you even knowing.
Yeah, I didn't know. Because I posted it when I was at work in Burger King. And I posted it, and I was like, yeah, let's see what happens. And I was telling people to tag her, and I was working the whole time, and my phone was blowing up in the back while it was charging.
Bro, it's crazy.
Yeah, and she ended up.
Did she say anything
shouting
else
it out.
along the post, or she just
said-
posted up there?
She said, because someone hit me up. My homegirl hit me up. She was like, yo, Kehlani reposted your song. She was like, yo, that drum is dope. I was like, what? She did? Because I got home from work 4 in the morning from Burger King.
Yeah.
So I fell asleep. She posted it. Kehlani posted it apparently like 10 in the morning. So I didn't wake up till like 2, 3 in the afternoon. So by the time I woke up, it was taken down. But
no.
she said the only reason she knew was because she clicked on the person who was tagged, and it was me. I was tagged in the post. And when she clicked on it, it was my page. She was like, oh, I know him. That's Steven. So she told me, and I was like, dang. Like, and she didn't screenshot it, though. I wish she screenshot it. I don't know. She was tight, though. I have the DMs, too. She's like, oh, my gosh. She's like, I wish I screenshotted it. But 2 other people told me, too, she posted it. And I was like, wow, that's crazy.
It's too bad it wasn't up there for longer, man. It would have been a nice screenshot to have.
Yeah. I think that a lot of people said she was still up and coming at the time, so maybe, like, her manager or something told her not to share it or whatever.
I mean, as of, just a few months, she wasn't really anything, too, like, mainstream yet, Like, it wasn't until, maybe early on in the year that she really got some traction after the Suicide Squad album. I felt like is when people started talking about her more.
Yeah.
But she did get nominated for You Should Be Here, though, for
for a Grammy.
For a Grammy, which is incredible.
And she's amazing, man. Amazing. New album is crazy, too.
You hope to work with her, I'm sure, right?
That would be incredible. We the same age.
I mean, technically, you already did.
yeah, in a way.
Officially.
And she's heard it, so that's dope.
Now, man, with the other tracks on the album, I want to talk about the skit in the beginning of My Reply.
Okay.
I have it right here. I'll read it to you. It says, the other day I was walking and I ran into a friend that I haven't seen in a while. and he was stuck in the same place. The people who don't think are watching you are the ones that are watching you the most.
Yeah.
Explain that.
So that song is a true story, and I'm telling a story about a friend who I grew up with in my neighborhood, and you know he always had my back. He was always so cool and this and that. And you know, time went by. We went to the same high school later on, and then we would still see each other around where we lived and stuff like that. And you know, he came up to me, and I haven't seen him in a while. So I saw him when I was walking home, and he was like, yo, what's good? We was talking, and he was like, yo, I heard that new joint you did with that girl, and this and that. And he was talking about Kalani.
Yeah.
And then I was like, what? You heard that? Like, he was like, yeah. He was like, yo, that joint was crazy. She could sing crazy. Your verse was crazy. And then I was like, yeah, I appreciate it, man. I was like, I didn't even know you. I don't even know how you found the song or heard it. Like, it was crazy because I haven't spoke to him in a while, or seen him in a while. So, like, that happening was like crazy. And then I told him, I was like, yo, what you up to now? Because he dropped out of school, and he was just telling me what he was doing now at the time, and I was looking at him, and I always saw him as like doing more. I saw more for him. I see a lot of potential in people, so I was.
What did you see in him that he didn't see in himself?
That he could. I saw that he was selling himself short, and he was putting himself in positions that just were avoidable, but he didn't avoid them. And I saw him as like so much better, like not to like put him down, nothing like that, but like I just saw like a lot in him, and to him seeing me doing what I'm doing and find out through wherever he found out was like crazy to me. And then to him tell me what he's doing now is like, what? Like, and the way he said it, he was like so comfortable, and he was so like okay with it, and I wasn't. And I told him, I was like, yo, bro, do something. I was like, I see more for you, bro. I was like you could do this, you could do that. Like, why aren't you doing it? And then I went, you know, we talked a little more, and then I went by my building, and I was just chilling by myself, and I was reflecting, like, because it was crazy to me. I don't know, it hit me crazy. And then I was like, it's crazy because the people who you think aren't watching you are the ones watching you the most.
That's a crazy story, man. And it kind of goes full circle because in the beginning of the interview, we were talking about how you needed people to tell you, you know, you're good, keep on going for it. And here you are looking at your friend, trying to give him those same words.
Crazy, right?
That's how it works. It's insane.
Yeah, that's true. Wow.
All right, we're going to hop into some more music now by Steven. What would you like to hear? I'll give it to you.
Well, we could give them My Reply.
Let's do that. Do we have it on there, Justin?
Hell yeah.
All right. Hell yeah. All right, customers, this is My Reply by Steven. This is the Hip Hop Shop, WP.
What station is this?
The best in the nation. I was getting to it, bro.
All right, I just want to make
You're
sure.
cutting me off,
I was
man.
making sure.
We are the best in the damn nation.
Best in the nation.
Best in the nation. Hip Hop
That's what it's all
Shop, 88.7. My Reply, Steven.
Appreciate it, man.
I love this song, man.
Thank you. Walking, and I ran into like a friend who I haven't seen in a while. He's still in the same place he was. Making a video? This is amazing.
WP 88.7 FM, Brave New Radio. This is the Hip Hop Shop, best in the nation. And you just heard My Reply by Steven. A very mellow track.
Yeah.
One that you could definitely roll on the windows to, cruise to on a late night.
Yeah, definitely. I actually recorded that on my boy JR, Justin's rooftop. Like late night.
Oh,
it
wow.
was dark. We had the city view, and I just recorded that. And
That's the kind of vibe I get from it, though. That's so weird.
Yeah, I just felt it. I closed my eyes and felt it. He walked away and let me and I felt it. And then I kind of did that ending part. This is My Reply. I did that like off the top, like random.
Bro, that's why it's so good to change up your scenery sometimes too in writing.
Definitely.
You know, because if you're writing in the same spot over and over again, you're gonna lose that inspiration. So that's why it's good to, you know, go and see the view or go on a mountain and see the skyline or something. That's where the best music gets created. Could you agree with that?
Yeah, definitely, man. His rooftop, man, with that view and just that vibe, especially in the summer times. Me and him were making a lot of music, and I freestyled a lot of songs. Sometimes I just hear a beat and I'm like, put the beat on, like I feel it. And
now, who's making your beats, by the way? Do you have one consistent producer, or do you jump around?
Right now, before I was mainly just doing them YouTube beats because I was by myself.
Yeah.
So I was just figuring a way to write and make songs. Now I'll buy beats, or I work with my boy Rich Noise, another Justin, call him Baba, and Just Royalty, and that's the family, man. That's the team. They
shout out to them.
They produce, they rap, they everything. So they've been helping me out, and I've been using like beats with them too that they make.
Is that going to be on the other albums coming up for Unexpected 2 and 3?
Yeah, if the vibe's right and we just, you know, like, cause we all connect like well, like so if you know, if I don't hear a beat like on YouTube or something I want to buy, or if I don't come across somebody else that might fit, but yeah, this is gonna be from them. It might be from YouTube or whatever it is.
And we're gonna hop back in. Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all good.
Go ahead.
In the future plans, I don't know if you have it all yet, but do you ever plan on jumping in production yourself?
Yeah, actually I started. For Christmas, my brother's wife, she bought me like a little keyboard, maybe like this big, the mini, I forgot what it's called, the mini joint. But you got little keys. I plug it into my laptop and just mess with it.
Yeah.
My boy Rich, he gave me like Logic Pro to like get more of the instruments and kind of play with it. And then I got GarageBand, so I've just been messing around because they tell me I have an ear too for it, but I feel it too sometimes. When I hear certain sound, I'm like, okay, I just need to know how to really place it.
Yeah, for sure.
They helping me with that too. They so helpful too. They're helping me with that joint. So
No doubt.
Production is all patience, man. I mean, I've tried that before, and it just takes a certain kind of mind to be able to craft a beat like that on those programs. It's, you know, a lot goes into it, from like a beat machine, piano keys.
Yeah.
But definitely try it yourself, man, because that will help you a lot in the future.
Yeah, I want to be able to do all of it, man.
I know a rapper. I mean, I've produced some things. It's obviously not music, but I feel like when you're producing your own stuff, sometimes when you are mixing stuff and messing around, when you hear something, you know that's you. It's better for your for your lyrics, for your flow, and better for the end product than someone else doing it for you. Yeah. Now, that's not taking credit away from the people that work with you and stuff like that, but when you're doing it yourself and you just feel it, like you just feel it, I feel like it results in a better product. But that's just what I think.
I feel that way too, because one of my boys, he makes his own beats and he raps, and he's killing it, Rich Noise. And like, I know Cole who did it. I know Kanye. I know many artists, many rappers and stuff. Even Eminem, he was making some beats that, you know, weren't amazing, but he was still doing that, and he wanted to rap on his beats, and he found a way.
He produced the entire 8 Mile soundtrack, you know, Rabbit Run, 8 Mile Road, that's all him. And you could tell that he really came alive on those records because he made it himself.
Yeah, for sure. So I see these guys do it, and it's like Cole, all the Born Sinner, I remember I saw the interview, he produced that whole joint, he did everything. Like, and I remember Charlamagne, he was like, oh, you want all the money for you. He's like, nah, it's not about that. Like, and it's really not. It's just, sometimes you know best what you want to sound.
Sometimes you can't explain what you want to other people. It's just, you can't put it into words. You just know what it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we all been there.
Exactly.
Right.
So.
All right, so it's 10:51 right now. I want to get in as many Steven songs as we possibly can before the show closes up. Right now, however, I want to play Name Here. You just sent me this before.
Yeah.
Break it down for the customers. What is this song about?
All right. So that's the I got people hitting me up. That's the new joint that I've been working on, that I told you I was working on too. That's the joint I've been working on maybe for a while. Like close to maybe a year and some change. And I finally finished it, and it's a new joint. It's a new song that I haven't released, no new singles, no new nothing. So I kind of wanted to come here with that and share that with you guys.
So this is an exclusive.
Yeah, definitely.
Hip Hop Shop exclusive.
Nobody has heard this except for the people who's mixing it. Like my people who's mixing it. So yeah, this is that joint, and it's called Name Here because I don't know a name I want to call it yet. So we just put that.
Oh, all right, it works. Yeah. Before we spin it though, do you want to give any production credit?
Forgot this guy's
You bought it though.
Got the guy's name.
Did you buy it?
I'm in the process of buying it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's spin it.
Cool. All right, once again, you're about to listen to Name Here by Steven on the #1 college radio station in the
#1.
nation. It's the Hip Hop Shop.
WP 88.7 FM, Brave New Radio, best in the nation. This is the Hip Hop Shop. You're rocking right now with DJ Nick Visco and Justin McHugh, along with our special guest, Steven.
What up, what up, what up, what up?
You just heard Name Here, and customers, it is now 10:56 on the campus of William Patterson, which means it is time for Steven to deliver some bars.
All right.
Damn it.
I deliver laundry, man.
Since it is Biggie Day.
Yes,
the
sir.
hip-hop-
Rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace for
Brooklyn
sure.
for life.
GOAT, in my opinion, the greatest of all time. The customers already know it's been Biggie Day. We already had a little celebration, but it's only right we have the man freestyle over something too. You feeling unbelievable?
I'm feeling something like that. I'm feeling
All
something
right,
like that.
If you're not feeling it, we can always skip.
Hip Hop Shop, Steven, Biggie.
Biggie Smalls.
Friendly reminder, no cursing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. One time I used to step in the booth. I thought I was the truth, but I stepped out knowing that I could do it. Proof. Yeah, same lines. Yeah, same time. I'm going inside and outside of my mind. I'm feeling everything coming inside of me. Pause, I gotta say that again, I'm rhyming B. Look, I feel the spirit. Look, I feel the vibe. Look, I feel the people. They all coming alive. Yeah, everyone around me is unbelievable. This radio station interview, unbelievable. I can feel it in my soul and feel it in my pride and feeling that I can't deny what it's like. What it's like life. You give me another beat?
Yeah.
Give him kick in the door.
All right.
Switching it up, Biggie Day.
Yes, it's only right. This is so unprofessional.
Here we go.
Yo,
That's how I see
Brooklyn.
Biggie.
Oh, yes. Biggie Smalls.
This one goes out to you.
Yeah, man. rest in
Hip Hop
peace.
Shop.
Yeah. I said, look, this rap game got me tripping. Got me stuck in a chokehold. Got me thinking I'm ready when I'm really Pinocchio's nose. Smiles in my presence while I tip they hat. Acknowledgement to what I'm doing while I still fall back. I've been in and out this gift, hesitant with my raps. I'm like a thug who loves his moms, but he still stays strapped. Underestimating myself and calling me out. I'm like the only damn fan of mine giving me doubt. Man, that's regular. And my ex, man, I'm dead to her. To deserve time, but I serve mines. And I don't fight to change minds, but I write lines in hopes that I could change minds. Then, listen, hard to be missing. I'm all over the place. I'm like your lips in existence. When your lips got a disease and you spread it by kissing, I'm on a mission. Yeah, I'm on a mission. Wise words from the youth. They used to think I was pathetic. Now they notice I'm the truth. I'm just battling over this beef, killing on the damn.
All right. Steven, kick in the door.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Thank you for your
That was
contribution, man.
That was fun. That was dope.
For sure, man.
All right. Well, customers, it is now 11 o'clock as I say that on the campus of William Patterson. We're going to close out right now. Steven, before we go, man, tell the customers where they can find you.
Yo, you can find me on Instagram _RIOTT_.
Right.
My SoundCloud is, you go on SoundCloud, go in the search bar, type in Bass OP, BASEOP. You search, my stuff should pop up. It'll say Steven and all the songs, and my stuff should pop up. YouTube, you can type in my first and last name, Steven Arroyo. Steven and then last name AROIO. And on Dat Piff, if you search up Steven and then write Unexpected, my mixtape will pop up. It's like a bridge.
All right. Well, you heard the man. Go find him. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of the shop. Next week, we are on spring breaks. You will not be seeing us. However, the week after that, best believe we'll be here. The shop will be open. All right. Enjoy your night. Peace, love, and positivity. God bless.
Beautiful.